While I was checking into my hotel, the receptionist looked at my ID and whispered, "You need to leave. They've been waiting for you." I laughed nervously. "What? Who's been waiting?" She didn't laugh back. Her eyes darted toward the hotel bar, then back to me. "Room 307. They checked in 3 hours ago. Used your mother's maiden name for the reservation." My stomach dropped. My mother's maiden name is Patterson. Nobody knows that except family. "Who are they?" She slid my credit card back across the counter. "I don't know, but they showed me a photo of you, slid me money and asked me to call them the second you arrived." I looked toward the bar. 2 men in suits were sitting there, both staring directly at me, not even pretending to look away. "Did you call them?" She shook her head. "Something felt wrong. Get out of here. Now." I grabbed my card and walked toward the exit, trying to keep my pace normal. The men stood up immediately and started following me. I pushed through the revolving door and broke into a run. My rental car was parked 3 rows back. I fumbled with the key fob, hands shaking, and finally got the door open. That's when I heard the voice behind me. "Riley Patterson, we need to talk." I spun around. The 2 men were standing 10 feet away. One of them had his hand inside his jacket. "I don't know who you are, but you need to back off." The taller one stepped forward. "Your father sent us." I froze. My father died 6 months ago. Heart attack in his office. They found him slumped over his desk with his computer still running. "My father's dead." "We know. That's why we're here." The second man pulled out a folder and held it up. "Your father was a federal informant. He was testifying against the Castellano crime family. The heart attack wasn't natural." My legs went weak. "What are you talking about?" "He was poisoned. The autopsy was covered up because we needed time to build the case. But now the family knows we're closing in, and they're tying up loose ends." I looked between them. "Loose ends? You, your sister, your mother, anyone who might have information?" My phone buzzed. Text from my sister. "Some guys just showed up at Mom's house asking about Dad's files. Mom won't open the door. Should I call the police?" I showed them the text. The taller man cursed under his breath. "Where does your mother live?" 20 minutes from here." He pulled out his phone. "We need units at 3732 Maple Grove immediately. Possible home invasion in progress." I started toward my car. "I'm going there." "No, you're coming with us. They already know you're here." "I'm not leaving my mother." That's when I heard tires screech behind me. A black SUV came around the corner, heading straight for us. The 2 men grabbed me and shoved me behind a concrete pillar. "Get down!" The SUV screeched to a stop. 3 men jumped out with guns drawn. The agents pulled their weapons. "FBI, drop your weapons!" The men opened fire. Bullets sparked off the concrete pillar inches from my head. I pressed myself flat against the ground, hands over my ears. The shooting stopped. 2 men from the SUV were down. The third was running. 1 agent grabbed my arm. "Car, now." We ran to an unmarked sedan and peeled out before I even had the door closed. "What about my mother?" The agent in the passenger seat was on his radio. "Status on Maple Grove?" A voice crackled back. "Subjects in custody. Family is secure." I could finally breathe. "She's okay?" "She's fine." 3 men tried to break in through the back. Local PD had units there in 4 minutes. My phone rang. Mom's number. I answered with shaking hands. "Riley, where are you?" "The police are here. They said someone tried to break into the house. They said it has something to do with your father." "Mom, I'm okay. I'm with the FBI. Dad was working with them. There's a lot we didn't know." I heard her voice crack. "He told me he was just an accountant." "I know. He was protecting us." The agent turned around from the front seat. "We're taking you to a safe house. All of you. The trial starts in 3 days. After that, the family won't have any reason to come after you." The trial lasted 6 days. 17 arrests. Multiple life sentences. My father's testimony from before his death was the key evidence that brought down the entire organization. The agent who saved me came by the safe house on the last day. "You're free to go. The family's leadership is gone." I looked at my mother sitting on the bed, holding a photo of my father. "He never told us," she whispered. The agent's voice was gentle. "He did it to keep you safe." We left that afternoon. I drove my mother home, and we sat in the driveway for a long time, neither of us ready to go inside. "The receptionist saved my life," I said. "If she'd made that call, I'd be dead." My mother nodded slowly. "Your father always said good people show up exactly when you need them." I never went back to that hotel, but I sent the receptionist a thank you note with a $1,000 tip. She deserved a lot more than that.